Damn it. Hey y'all. This video, I haven't made a video like this in a long time. Maybe it's because I have seasonal depression or something. I probably do. Because, oh my God, my camera stand just died. I found a way. It's working. I'm gonna scoot back now. This video's tough. Like, I've been working out, y'all. Y'all see my arms? I have not shaved though. My hair has grown a lot. My muscles have grown. And I'm continuing to grow. Some things I'm growing apart from. Some things I'm reaching towards. I experienced the excruciatingly painful art of betrayal recently. Also known as my ex-boyfriend cheated on me. I never thought that I would experience this with him. I always knew there was a possibility that we could grow apart. I think I just didn't want to believe that infidelity could be one of those reasons, you know? You want to believe that the person you with isn't able to be as disgusting as everyone else in this world. But it can happen. It's very possible. The way I got the news told to me was very bad. I was planning to go on a trip to see him. We had planned this months ahead. And he told me 6 days before the trip was gonna happen. And he wasn't gonna tell me until I got to where he's located. He wasn't gonna tell me until I got there. I had to force him to tell me. His whole thing was that I have something to tell you when you get down here. And at first I was like, okay, I'll wait patiently. It must be important. But I started putting the pieces of the puzzle together and I'm like, you cheated, didn't you? He was like, yeah. Never once uttered the words, I cheated. I had to say it for him. Because he wasn't courageous enough to admit. When I asked him, when I'm filled with tears in my eyes, yelling, my voice is hoarse, I feel weak, I'm confused. And I ask him, do you feel bad at all? It doesn't even sound like you're crying. It doesn't even sound like you care. And his response was, I've already had time to process this. You know how many times I've cried and mourned? This has been weighing on me for a while. That hurt. The sound of me distraught, and we're long distance, by the way, but the sound of me distraught didn't even bring him any anguish. There was no remorse in his voice or sorriness in his voice. Only the word sorry came out of his mouth. And sorry he is. I wanted to call him more just to tell him how much I hated him. To get an understanding of why he did it and when. He barely told me everything. At first it was, I don't even remember. But all I know is that he cheated. And I'm glad I got him to tell me before I went on a trip to see him. It was very manipulative to want to have me come hundreds of miles to you just for you to tell me that you betrayed me. That was manipulation tactic. I think he thought me seeing him in person, him being able to hug and kiss on me first, and seeing me in person would have persuaded my feelings, or that we could have worked something out, when really it probably would have just landed me in jail. What is that called? Public indecency? Some. I'm getting bit up over here, but I don't care. We all gotta eat, I guess. This person would talk about marriage. They would talk about all the fun things that we would do once we saw each other again. And this whole time, they were cheating. Telling me they love me. Being betrayed in that way. I keep running out of storage for some fucking reason. I don't know. I'm getting irritated. Being betrayed in that way really changes your perspective on the world. You start to realize that people do have the ability, people that you hold close and place on this very high standard really do have the ability to be just as foul as any other person in this world. And it had me questioning myself, like, and he would always talk about how dudes where he's at are always cheating on their girls, talk shit about the people that's cheating on their wives. Whole time he was doing the same thing. I think he put on a good act, a really good one. I guess he's had to lie his entire life, so lying to me wasn't nothing. It had me questioning my worth. Like, was I not good enough? Which I know I was, because I was there. I was supported, speaking light into you all the time. And, you know, he would tell me how he would goon to videos, but it's a little personal, but we couldn't even have phones. But you can goon on the internet and then tell me it's not really my thing. And I'm like, well, what was your point of lying and leading me on this entire time? I mean, you waited 6 days until I was supposed to see you to tell me that you betrayed me. Tell me that you're a cheater and a liar. And then told the story in a way that made you sound innocent. You tried to get me to feel bad by telling me about your past. I wasn't raised right. I wasn't loved right, which isn't false. But there are plenty of people who were brought up rough, who still have the capacity to treat their partner with respect and to not cheat and to keep their D in their pants. I didn't buy into any of that at all. I feel as though I lost a big part of myself in this relationship too, where it hurts to let go, but it's also freeing in a way, because this person, I allowed myself to be so consumed and wrap up in this person that a part of my life that I needed to tend to was heavily neglected. Music, cinema, writing, just creativity overall was neglected because I was so invested in this boy. I won't even say man, because he chose a really cowardice route to tell me this. He wasn't even going to tell me. He wasn't even going to tell me. Y'all was going to be fucked up in Florida. Where did it go? Did y'all see that bug? It just landed on me. I don't know where it went. I ain't trying to squish you though. It really sucks. Because when you know a person's story, sorry, I'm moving a lot. When you know a person's story, it brings you closer to them because you understand why they are the way they are. But what I can't respect is how, one, all the times where I was gaslit into thinking that I was tripping, I was really in tune with my intuition, and I let lies overshadow the truth. I've had so many dreams about this person cheating on me, and with all the opportunities they had to confess, they waited 6 days until I was about to see them to tell me this. This person wanted to still have access to me, still be able to possess my energy, still be able to control my emotions. What really got me is when they had the nerve to say that I've already come to terms. I've already come to terms with everything, as if you were the one getting cheated on. How are you coming to terms with your actions and you haven't even told the person that you committed those acts on what happened? So you're healing from what you did to me, and then by the time you tell me, you're through with it. You know how selfish that sounds? Imagine hearing that after someone tells you that they betrayed your heart and your trust. This person knows you in and out, and they just say, I already came to terms with it. I can't cry no more. that's really all I needed to know. This person has, I'm not saying no names. I'm not even finna give them a gender because they're really dead to me. But this person has told me about previous acts they have committed on different friends, betraying different friends, betraying different lovers and things like that. And I was thinking that they changed. None of that changed when they came with me. None of it did. I think as humans, we all want to feel loved. I wanted love so bad that I completely neglected love for myself, pouring all the energy that I deserve into someone who doesn't even love themselves, their self. Excuse me. This person didn't even love their self. And eventually, with healing, time, understanding, and journaling, I'll have more grace for the situation. I'll be able to forgive. Not for their sake, though, but just so I can be at peace. I put myself in peaceful situations now. I keep exercising every day. I stay in nature. I talk. I vent. I sing. I do whatever it takes so I don't fall. I don't want to become what I don't like. So I just keep going. But in those little moments of silence, I just think about all the time and how committed I was and how it's all gone now because someone was that lustful. Like, you chose lust over love. They also had the nerve to send me a video about this guy saying how lust kills love. And under that video, under the description of the video, when he sent it to me in my text messages, he said, "I have no lust for you. It's just all pure love. I feel a deep connection with you, da 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 da." And maybe that was partly true. Maybe that's why he chose lust for someone else. Or maybe he was just being a hypocrite and trying to paint the face of a loyal person so that I wouldn't leave. And this person, they don't come from a background of like real loving family. His father was a cheater. Mama was probably a cheater. And so I get it. You weren't really raised on a foundation of good people. All his morals and lessons were from anime, YouTube, and peers. So I get it. But that doesn't change the fact that you're a coward. And you're a really narcissistic person. I wish you would get a second opinion from someone other than your family or your friends. Like, go talk to a fucking psychologist or a therapist, because you might be an undiagnosed narcissist. You can't wait until the time is convenient for you to tell someone that you cheated for your comfortability. And what's scary is that I don't know if the story he told about the infidelity is true or not. I don't know if it happened more than once, but I think it's safe to say that it did. I think it's really safe to say that it happened more than once. I think I have a weird feeling though, like I think I felt more alone with them than I do now that it's just me. It's a suffocating feeling to be with someone and they don't really see you or value you. I have to work a lot on my boundaries and my priorities and my definition of what love really is. Because I think it's safe to say that I haven't fully loved myself either, with all that I have allowed to happen to me and how committed I was to my downfall. I was so committed to I think it's the sunk cost fallacy. It's the idea of, well, we've been in it for this long, might as well keep going and trying. I was willing to keep trying when I should have let go a long time ago. I feel like I've neglected a part of myself. She's just been somewhere locked away. And I think the truth being revealed to me is opening up that door for opportunity again. I think I knew deep down that this person was holding me back from where I needed to be. Even though I loved them to death, I really did. They say you can't unlove someone. I don't know. I don't know. I think I love the good times that we shared, but maybe I love the strength that this is gonna bring me. But I can't really say that I love this person anymore, because I'm a really loyal person. If I'm with you, you're gonna know. And if I feel like we need to part, I will let you know, and I won't lead you on and keep you around me. That's the truth. And I'm really protective over my heart because I know how much I care. And in my perspective, if someone can betray you once, they can do it so many times. And if something happens drastic, the end of the world comes, that person is not going to be there for you. I can't trust you with my life or my death. Yeah, this hurts. But I know I'm going to come out on the other end stronger, wiser. I think it's a lot of pollen in the air. Yeah, it's a lot of pollen over here. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Gee. But I'm gonna come out of this with a strong mind. Won't be so quick to accept. This is gonna bring me closer to my intuition instead of ignoring it. Oh my God, someone just laying in my hair. Because your intuition is really loud until you silence it. And I'm gonna start trusting myself more. Now I know what I should avoid and what I should welcome. Who are the people that bring me joy? And who are the people that take it away from me? The second option people will not have access to me. Right now I feel like a lone soldier. Alright, I'm about to do some yoga. I need to get this stuff out of my body. I need to get this feeling out of my body. I'm about to do some yoga. And I don't know. Maybe just sit here and eat my plantain chips and drink some water. Because I brought those with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going through the same thing. If I could give some advice, it would be to keep going. Do not allow someone who has continuously taken advantage of your time and energy to continue to take that from you, even though they have no access to you anymore. Take that pain and do something with it. I think that's about all the advice I can give, because I'm doing stuff every day and it seems to be working. So yeah.